Hi guys, RIB, Robert Ian Bonnick, inspirational speaker, inspirational coach and author of this book, Soul Survivor. Welcome. So today we're going to talk about how to write your book. We're going to talk about structure, 3 great structuring tips for you to write your book. And remember, share this, guys. So share it to people that you know would love this. Share it to people you know who are probably writing a book, or those who would love to write a book, or those who've been writing a book and are still going after all these years, right? Share it to those guys, okay? So look, for today's topic, let's dive straight in. So, a bit of shameless self-promotion. We're gonna use my book. So, things about structuring, 3 tips. So the first one is at the title, this one here, Soul Survivor, How an Abandoned Child Went from Nothing to Everything. So the title, you have a primary title and a secondary title. The primary title, great name. Secondary title, you need, in 2 seconds, people need to know what your book is about. In 2 seconds, right? Also keep in mind this, that, that 60 to 70% of books are bought based on their title alone. 60 to 70%, huge number. Of that percentage, right? Like, I think it's 30 or 40%, 30% are never read. They sit on someone's shelf. They sit on someone's mantelpiece, right? How many of those have got those books we've always been meaning to read, but haven't quite got around to it yet? And that's been like 5 or 10 years, right? It's crazy. So look, so the first thing is your title. Very important. That's the first thing. The second thing is the summary on the back. Some people call it synopsis, some people call it a book description, some people call it a blurb. Really important. 120 words that accurately describes what the book is about, right? So what journey you're going to take them on, right? What are they going to get from the book? Who are you, right? But what are they going to get? Because remember, we are all selfish with our time, right? I'm not going to waste my time reading a book that's not going to impact me, that's not going to change my life, right? That's not going to, impact my life in a very positive way. And what you're trying to do is that you're trying to convey this to them within under a second with your title. And then they're going to turn to the back and say, okay, I want to know more. If this 120 word summary isn't going to be enough to basically stimulate them, isn't going to be enough for them to say, you know what, this sounds great, I want to read this book, they're not going to buy it. They're going to put it down. Whether that's offline or online doesn't really matter. The third tip is the contents. Now, because I'm holding this camera with my hand, I can't show you the contents as well. But we all know what a contents page looks like. So now, with the contents page, right, a few key things to understand. The contents is another way that you can lose your reader or potential reader, right? Because your contents suck. Because your contents are boring. You don't want that, right? So once you have your chapters lined up, you need to rewrite each chapter like it's a newspaper headline. I repeat that. Rewrite each chapter heading like it's a newspaper headline, right? That way, imagine what a newspaper headline does. A newspaper headline has the power, right, to influence us. Has the power to say, you know what, I want to know more, or what's that about, or that's what? So it either needs to shock, to impress, to, mysterious, right? To impact us in a way that wants us to know more, that wants us to discover more, that wants to pull us in. So this is what we're doing here, okay? So the title, the summary, and the contents all need to be aligned in such a way that they pull you in. All right. So now remember, we have a Facebook group. I've left the link in the description, right? So the Facebook group, join it, share it with your friends, share it with anyone you think will be of value to this, right? Share that, okay? Very important. And then remember, the topic tomorrow, what are we going to discuss tomorrow? Let me have a think. The topic tomorrow will be about publishing. Okay. So whether we self-publish or whether we go to a publisher. So I went through a publisher. I'm really glad that I did, but there's some great times where you really want to go self-published. So the next session will deal with that, and you can work out which way is better for you. Trust this has been of value. Remember to join the group. Remember to share this to people who you think will get great value out of it. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.